Hey everyone, welcome back. Another video from S&A Automotive. Today we got a 2010 Volkswagen Routan, better known as Volkswagen Caravan. Volkswagen, no shame in this one, they took a Caravan and rebranded it. There ain't much in here that is really Volkswagen. For better or worse, it's a Caravan. Check engine lights on, and we're going to pull it in and see what it's all about. Stay with us. Alright, back with the Volkswagen 2010 Routan / Dodge Caravan, all the same stuff. I won't lie, I started looking at it real quick and realized I wasn't bringing you guys along, so I may have, and then I got distracted. So, bringing you guys along, I may have actually inadvertently set a code, but we'll back up a second. In my I wanted to open up the harness and just look real quick at my wire colors, and I think I may have set a, hold on one second, I may have set a circuit code by unplugging the connector. Hello? There we go. We did have, let's see what's in here. Read. Yeah, there we go. The 1404 is what was in there. Super common. The 406 and the 405, I believe I did that, unplugging the connector prior to bringing you guys along. So, now that you guys are here, let's take a quick look. The 1404 is a closed performance code, which basically I believe indicates that the EGR sensing is not closing all the way. We have I think a 4.5 volt on the signal line, key on, engine off, and the voltage drops as you increase duty cycle. As it calls for the EGR to open, voltage will drop. And I think what it's seeing is when it closes it, the voltage isn't coming all the way back up. Quick diagram. Let's simple if I can focus. That's better. We have a, let's see if I can turn this, we can read this a little better. They were nice enough to put a whole lot of dark blues on here. Dark blue and green, dark blue and light green, dark blue and violet. I'm not worried about the EGR control right now or the ground. I'm more interested in the 5 volt reference, a good sensor ground, and then my signal right here. Like I said, we should see a 4.5, I believe it's a 4.5 volt key on, engine off, and then, like I said, as you increase to like 35%, 50%, it drops down accordingly. Let me see if I get my meter hooked up, and we'll check it out. All right, we have our meter hooked into our, let's see if I can see this real quick. This is our yellow wire, that's our 5 volt reference. Other side, the battery ground, we have our 5 volt signal. Just to be sure, we will tie into the signal ground. Yep. We'll try this again. Try that again. Okay, so we into the signal ground, which is our sensor ground, dark blue and dark green, and we still have 5 volts. So we know our sensor ground is good. We have our 5 volts going in. Now we just have to try to control it and see how we do. Let's go into our control wire, or I should say my signal return. And here is our first problem. I'm only seeing 2.8. That's a key on, engine off. That valve should be fully closed at 4.5 volts. Let's see if we can even get it to move. Active test. EGR. Do I need to see data? Not really, but I'm using the voltmeter. Here's where a scope would come in nice. Okay. Now that really shouldn't move till we hit about 35% duty cycle. Let me move this over here. Try to get these together. So at 2.8, we're going to go to 16%. And it stays, which is what it should do, but it really should be at 4.5. Let's bump it up to 32%. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. That is at 0%. Bump it up to 16% and it doesn't move. Bump it up to 32%. And here's where it starts dropping. But again, that's not matching what the specs are telling me. They're saying right now I should be seeing about 3.2 volts. And if I bump it up again to about 48%, that should be about 2.2 volts. So either my specs are wrong or that valve is stuck open past where it's supposed to be. Let's pull some different data. Maybe my data's wrong, and maybe we'll pull that valve off and take a quick look at it. Okay, I rechecked the specs. We were correct in the fact that key on, engine off. The signal return to the PCM wants to see about 4.2 volts. That will decrease as we increase duty cycle, meaning that we're going to pull the valve open. That signal voltage will decrease. So I went ahead, I pulled it out. I did a quick inspection on the old one. In fact, let me bring you over this way. Looks pretty new. Called the customer. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, he said that EGR valve, I changed that about a year ago. Some aftermarket part. Obviously didn't last too long. We went ahead and acquired a new one, a quality replacement. Real quick, I didn't attach it. I just kind of plugged it in just to see. Turn the key on, engine off, and voila. Not quite 4.2, but I think, again, it only said approximately, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go ahead and finish installing it, and we'll recheck it again with the scanner. We'll pull duty cycle on it and see where our values are at. All right, EGR is bolted in. I left all my connections on so we can run this test again real quick. Key on, engine off. We're almost exactly where we need to be. Again, they said approximately 4.2 volts, key on, engine off. We're much closer than we were. EGR, duty cycle, no, we don't need any data. I have my voltmeter. Again, 4.06. Let's go right to 32% duty cycle. We're at 2.4, 47%. We're at 1.5, and we're dropping a little bit low, and I'll tell you why. Because the battery in the vehicle is running a little bit low. I really need to get a battery charger on this. So we're gonna run this. We're gonna reset everything. We're gonna try to get the monitors to clear, verify the repair. Simple as that, I guess. We tested it. We didn't guess at it. The EGR was bad. The EGR was relatively new. The customer said he replaced it. A friend of his put a scanner on it, pulled a code. They shot the parts cannon at it. They apparently got it right, but the EGR, that's the one sitting on the counter over there, didn't last. And we get to do it again. So let's maybe I'll follow it up afterwards after the road test, and we'll see how we make out. Hey guys, thanks for joining us again. I didn't get a chance to film the end of this. I just wanted to close it up. I did road test it. The monitors did clear. I did fix the wires where we probed them. Put a little liquid tape on them. I probably should have shown that. It's important. Too many guys don't do it. Creates a nightmare. Little liquid tape. Put the harness back on. Put everything back the way it was supposed to be. Took it on a nice road test. Everything cleared. Going back to the customer in a few minutes. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks for checking it out. Have a good night.